You're listening to Dolphin Radio, for students, by students. This is Colleen, and today I have Brandon Eckart with me. He's the president of American Medical Student Association Club here on campus. He has a lot of great tips about the club, as well as information on how you too can become a medical student here at CI. And Brandon Eckart, tell me a little bit about who you are.
So I'm a graduating senior here at CSU Channel Islands. I'm the president and founder of the club, American Medical Student Association, a chapter at Channel Islands. You'll know us as AMSA at CI. And I'm a double major in biochemistry and biology.
And when are you graduating?
I'll be graduating this semester, so here in May.
And if people need to know at least one thing about you, what would that one thing be?
That I'm passionate about medicine. I've gone through my own tribulations and trials to really challenge myself to find out if I really like medicine, and I love it. I'm passionate about it. It's something that is kind of my lifeblood at this point. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Have you always felt this way?
I'd say early on, when I was younger, I didn't really understand it. Enough time and experience in the hospital taught me that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Oh, so how much time did you spend in the hospital?
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, lots of time doing an internship down here at St. John's Pleasant Valley Hospital and also St. John's Regional Medical Center. I went through, I think, if I had to estimate off the top of my head, 13 departments, I want to say. Yeah, there's a competitive internship at the Dignity Health Hospitals. The program used to be called Clinical Care Extender Program, abbreviated CCE, and it's thus evolved to be called the Health Scholar Program, so our listeners here are going to recognize Health Scholar Program. But we used to be called CCEs, and let me just say, first of all, that I've never been called anything except for green shirt or hey kid. Like, that's just how the program works. You're an intern, you compete to get into the program, you pay a fee, you train, a weekend program, and it's competitive. Nursing assisting, there's chances to learn, and I took opportunity of those chances. That's why I was there for 5 years.
So how did you hear about it?
You know, I don't actually remember how I heard about the program. I don't think it was through school at all. I think I saw something online. This is probably back in my second year of college. And I decided to just show up at the hospital and ask.
So what advice would you give a student starting out who thinks they might want to go into medicine? My
first piece of advice is definitely try it. Now, people say don't knock it till you try it. This is kind of the other way around. People get excited because they see what's happening on TV, or they know of the experiences that their family members have. And that in and of itself is an introduction to what medicine is. I think that as a pre-med student, you're challenged so many different ways along the path, but one of those, not the required one, the one that you need to do, however, is the challenge that you receive when you're in the hospital. That exposure you get, the experience that you have when you're in the hospital actually dealing with patients. People are at their worst when they're hungry, people are at their worst when they're in pain, people are at their worst when they're tired, and you get a mix of all of that. You know, you're the kind of student who is only exposed to academia. You do a great job there. Your didactics are great. But then you get in front of a patient and you don't want to be there. Health research may be what's for you, but healthcare may not be.
So if you're really interested in medicine, but you're not really interested in spending time with people, you might want to change to medical research.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to tell me a little bit about the club that you started.
The American Medical Student Association, AMSA for short, is a chapter of a national organization system. And essentially what AMSA does for students is it provides us as a chapter, first of all, opportunities to provide our students therein, but also provides discounts for students, which is kind of nice.
So the prospect of becoming more pre-med, do you think we have that possibility here?
Oh, yeah. In fact, when I was at CSU San Bernardino, I was speaking to their president. He told me that our school should have a pre-med program, and he was advocating to me that I needed to speak to our president, President Beck here, and then make sure that she hears us, that she knows that we're here. Dr. Beck, if you're listening, now would be the time. But I would say that don't fear because our campus doesn't have pre-med advising. There's pre-med advising everywhere.
So what advice do you have for people thinking about becoming medical students?
My advice to students would be a quote from Roger Kornberg, a research physician. The lesson of the past is counterintuitive. To solve a difficult problem in medicine, don't study it directly, but rather pursue a curiosity about nature, and the rest will follow. Do basic research. In that, if you're interested in PreMed. If you're passionate about medicine, don't forget that first you have to study what's here in undergraduate before you get to the next level.
Well, thank you. Thanks for listening to Dolphin Radio. If you missed any of that information, you can find it on our Instagram or our YouTube channel. I hope you're doing your part to make this a great day.